Sagittarius. I'm going to wait for you guys to come in, Sag. Oh, wait. There we go. That was a little bit too... Okay, there we go. There we go. Because I'm about to say that looked kind of crazy. Hello, hello, Sagittarius. Hello. Good morning. Happy New Year, Sag. How are you guys? Hey, Queen. Hey, Just Jazz. Hey, Ray. Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading, you beautiful people. You guys have a nice little weekend. Hopefully you don't have to work. Hopefully you don't have to work. But if you do have to work, think of it this way. You're not going to be feeling like the people who hasn't worked on Monday, because that's going to be one of the worst feelings in the world, having to go back to work after being off a week or two. Okay. So you guys will be good. All right, let's go ahead. Sagittarius, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We are going to get your mood. We're just going to pull and see, or I will just get your energy. Let's see what comes out here for you. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let's see. What's coming out here for Sagittarius? Yes, going to be, I'm going to try to switch things up. Okay, that's what I want to try to do. I got a lot of switching up to do here with the channel. Here you guys got Judgment in reverse and have the Chariot in the upright. I am loving this energy. Hello. We're going to do a gangster lean here. I love it. So here with the Chariot, you guys already know that means forward movement, right? Forward movement. You are moving no matter what is happening, no matter what is going on. You guys are, even if it's self-doubt, even if you're doubting yourself about something, even if you're like, is this a good decision? Should I be doing this? Am I going in the right direction? It don't matter. You guys are like, I'm still going. And I love it. That's what you need to do. That's the type of attitude you need to have. Remember, I've been just praising you guys, right? You know that? You know how I've been like, oh my God, Sagittarius, you guys are going to have such a good year. Let me tell you what I found out yesterday, right? So you guys already know I'm on my astrology, in my astrology area, right? And baby, when I tell you the way they were going in on Sag, Leos, and Aries, they're like, man, y'all about to have one of the best years. And I said, dang, I didn't even think about the other two, which I did, because I did Leo's reading already. And I remember telling Leos that too, but I do, of course I do Sagittarius a lot. And I'm like, y'all are, and the fact that they just were going in, because remember, I'm not a pro yet, right? And they were just like, this is going to happen and this is going to be going on. I'm like, damn. They're like, this is going to be a sun year. Not only is Jupiter in there, but it's going to be a sun year. And I'm like, godly. And it's interesting because that's exactly what I've been seeing. I've been seeing the same kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm not saying that you guys won't have, mishaps and struggles and stuff like that, because everyone has, every year have days where it's not necessarily the best, but that's everybody, right? But overall, it's just, it looks good. And so the Chariot card coming out here, it is on point. It just is. I mean, it is a success energy. Now, let me tell you something that you probably don't know. When it comes to your actual career, when it comes down to you and how you feel about yourself, let's talk about yourself and then we'll move to your career part. You know that self-loathing that some of you guys have been in, not because you wanted to, it's just because of something that you experienced, right? Or maybe, remember we talked about the self-doubt, we talked about that, or just feeling like you failed. We've talked about that last year, remember? We went over all of those things. You don't feel that way with this Chariot card. The Chariot card has confidence. Your whole mood is changing just based on that alone. So it has to be circumstantial. That means now it has to be circumstantial. Because what's putting you in this energy? So this is why I say planetarily wise, we can see it. And then now it's saying there's about to be this determination. Now you don't feel powerlessness in your affairs, whether it was with money and family and love. You don't feel that way. And we got to give it some time. You guys are still being squared. Your house is still being squared. We already talked about that. March. The alleviation is going to come for Gemini, you, Virgos, and Pisces. Okay? But wow. Wow. Career-wise, this looks like you guys are going to be moving on up with something. I see that you guys are overcoming any kind of forces that have been trying to keep you from going where you want to go. Jupiter is coming in. I mean, I'm talking about wreck shopping. And this is absolutely amazing. Okay? But I'm not one of those channels that be like, oh my God, this is just so good. This is just so good. No, because again, that's why I had to put that little asterisk there. It doesn't mean that every part of your life next year is going to be great. But your feeling, your overall feeling is going to be so much better. Okay? And that's what I see. Can we talk about something that you guys may not want to talk about though? That you've been trying to escape. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. It is not. But there's a reconciliation here. Is this a friend that you guys are trying to avoid? I don't know if this is a friend that you're trying to avoid, but it is somebody here that it kind of looks like that. Now, this could be a lover, okay? This could be the person who made you feel like shit, personally. Now, you thought that you left them in the other portal, okay, last year sometime. And this person's like, oh, no. I'm here. I'm still here. Now, I want to see when we get into the reading, how are you going to respond to this person? I do have to admit, I love your vibe. I love that you're side-eyeing the hell out of them because you're kind of like, why are you next to my car right now? Why are you on my line? I love it. Okay, you do have that energy. But this person is like, hey, we got some unfinished business to attend to. You're like, really? Did I leave my bracelet over your house? Was there something valuable that I left in your car? Because right now, I don't really think we have anything to talk about. I'm telling you, full blown, this is your energy. I didn't even say this for Virgo because I didn't feel that with them necessarily because I feel like they're a little bit lenient. But with you, I think that you're fed up. It could be a conversation just because you're just that type of person, you just talk, but I don't see where you guys are kind of like, all giddy about it. Let's see what else is happening here before we get into the oracles. This is for Sag. This is this way. We're going to read it both ways. Ooh-wee. Y'all are running a street program. Sagittarius, you are running a strict program. First of all, you had all major arcanas that came out here for you. Shout out to you, because here you got the Chariot, which is Cancer. You guys have Aquarius, and you also have Scorpio here. Okay. So this came both up and right, and this came like this. So let's read the reverse part here. Even though you're moving forward, you guys are still feeling like, I hate to say this, because this is like you guys are accepting that, and I hate to say it in this way, but you guys are accepting that your life may not change the way that you want to, even though you don't believe it, you don't see it, you don't know it, it will. But you are like, I'm just got to accept that this is what it is. I'm just going to have to move forward, even though it hurts. I don't have that much faith that my life is going to change the way I want to. I mean, I'm so serious. Like, remember we talked about that whole, and it's not self-loathing as if there's something wrong with you, but you have had a lot of shit going on. You've been square too this whole time. You have. Like, for real. Like, you have been depressed and sad, and there's been a lot of obstacles in your way, which is the reason why the Chariot card came out anyway, because you have been facing opposition. Whether that is with family, whether it's with the people at your job, with your own mind, whatever you've been experiencing. So I want to make sure I say that, because I don't want you to think that the way that you're thinking is wrong. But I do see that you are moving forward in that energy, because it's like you have no other choice. You can only really rely on you. So for you, you're kind of like, I just lost hope. I don't think nothing ever good will happen to me. Okay, so that is what this card is in reverse. Now, what's this way? It says hope renewed, though. Even though you may have these type of feelings and you may be, feeling like, God, nothing is going to change. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yes. Change is here. And again, that is a fact. You had all major arcana, you're going to experience it anyway. All right. And I want you to be able to feel it. I want you to feel that hope to returning to you. But we're not just saying it because it sounds good, right? Like that's the reason why now I'm trying to incorporate astrology a little bit in the readings, because it's like, oh yeah, this is the reason why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. Especially now, some of you guys in the last decade, you're feeling it really heavy. Confused about a lot of shit. You just don't know what to do. You just feel like, right? You feel lost. Okay. So yes, that will be gone. That is going to alleviate it all for you. We're going to say March 1st. We're going to say March. Give it a little time for those planets to get comfortable into Aries. And at that point, okay. So yes, you're moving forward very lost, feeling some kind of way. But hope returns here because of the change. A lot of you guys are going to have to face the music, though, with letting certain people out of your life and trust your intuition and trust this transition that you are about to experience. Because part of this lack of hope is also a lack of faith to a certain degree. Some of you guys are like the most spiritual people in the world, but because of what you've experienced, you're like, I don't even know what I should believe anymore. I don't know what I should believe. Okay, but that's only Neptune. Neptune is only playing with you. Neptune is like, ha ha, hee hee. I'm going to be a little cutesy. I'm going to make you think that you don't know anything. I'm going to make you doubt your feelings. Right? That's what that's doing. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to push this to the side. Boom. Let's go ahead. Let's get into some oracles. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. Sagittarius. Let's see. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Cancer, dealing with Aquarius, dealing with a Scorpio. Some of you guys have that in your chart, okay? Major players, by the way, came out full blown, all majors. All right, let's see what's happening here with Sagittarius. Divine timing. Capricorn coming out. Look at that. Well, will you look at that? What did I just say? What did I just say? What does it say? Wait for the conditions to be right. Now, are y'all in the dark on this channel? No. If I didn't know astrology, you guys probably be like, well, she don't even know. That's the reason why, guys. Okay, this is the reason why. I'm very astute. I like to read. I like to learn. I literally just told you, right? So even though we just crossed over the first of the month, right? I always told y'all, and I've been telling y'all this forever, so you guys already know this. It's not that it's going to be a miraculous change just because now, we just crossed over to a so-called new year, which I still believe is in spring. Okay? Spring! That's really when this is going to happen. You can smell the flowers, blooming. You can see the trees starting to turn. That is what this is, because it's going to be a renewal for you. Here it says, wait for the right conditions. What it is that you are wanting and needing in your life will what soon be manifested. Do you understand how crazy that is? I already told you what you're about to experience with Jupiter. Not only that, you're going to be getting this whole shift from two planets that have been oppressing you for a very long time. Like, this is insane. You've been having one planet there literally for the last 12 years. Been jacking you up. Relationships been effed up. You've been wondering that you probably been thinking that you've been cursed in relationships. To a certain degree, you kind of have been. Okay, you kind of have been. All right, because part of that was your own illusions and being delusional about being with people who you knew weren't right for you and full blown sitting in those connections 10, 11 years with these mofos. And now that that planet is about to leave, you're like, oh my God, did I come to some type of reality check and some type of clarity? Yeah, they had you trapped. But a lot of people didn't get stuck in that just because they wouldn't allow it. Just because it's there don't mean that you have to allow it. It's just not true. Some of you can succumb to those planetary energies because it depends on you as a person, but it doesn't mean that you will. Okay? Divine timing is absolutely correct according to this reading. Hallelujah. Here, you could also be dealing with a Capricorn. I think we said that too, in addition to the other signs that we mentioned. Why is divine timing needed, though? It says because you need discipline. You need some serious work done on you. You need to get serious. When you get serious, other people get serious. Serious about what? You. I'm going to be serious about my relationships. I'm going to be serious about myself. I'm going to be serious in what I want. No one is saying that you have to walk around here mean. No, that's not what the serious means. This is meaning that you guys, unfortunately, have been having obstacles that have been keeping you from you, right? It's been keeping you from yourself. And you needed the hard work. You had to push yourself in order to reject things. Here it says what you desire requires hard work and sustained effort, meaning continuous effort. If you tell somebody no, it may be hard as hell, but you got to continuously tell them no. If you want to succeed in your work and career, it may be hard. And let me tell you something. Easier said than done. Okay? Totally easier said than done, especially when it comes down to hard work and stuff like that. Easier said than done. But one thing that I can tell you based off of what I see here, it says if you do continue, because remember, Saturn rewards. It does. It rewards your hard work. All right. So yeah, I mean, either way, based off of, oh my God, I didn't realize it was tilted that way, y'all. My bad. I wasn't looking at my computer. You guys already know it's a no for me. It says it will not be an easy path, but you will gain wisdom. Now, I'm also feeling in some kind of way, this is your 10th house being highlighted. And the only reason why I say that is because here you guys had Star. You also had Chariot. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Some of you guys are about to come up. And I don't know what that means, but I do feel that way. That some of you guys are about to have a really big come up with what you do for a living. And I'm saying what you do for a living because I don't know what that means for you. But what you do for a living, you guys are going to have a big come up off of that. Some of you guys are going to have a big come up just based off of money coming in here. And I mean, could it be through family? It could be through some type of death. Okay. It could be like, it's like an inheritance or something like that. But that death card talk about big changes dealing with your 10th house, and then you have all this stardom or recognition. That is crazy. Again, going back to what I said from the beginning part of this reading, everybody see it. I looked at like 10, 12 different pages, read 10, 12 different pages about y'all. Not just y'all, it's about, a lot of the fire signs. I was reading my ass off. I don't think I went to sleep until 1 o'clock yesterday. Okay. So this is just so on point. And this is what I see, but I get it. You guys may not be feeling that way, which is what we just talked about before. But again, it's all about the timing and we have to wait. We have to wait for that shift. Okay. Let's get your last one. This is for Sagittarius. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. Can you imagine being this excited? Can you imagine? The only thing that I can tell you that if some of you guys don't experience it, if some of you guys don't, you probably need to see if you have anything in Cancer, anything in Cancer, anything in Libra, anything in Capricorn. You probably need to check and see. Okay? There's a reason for this. That would be the only, and it may not even be that bad either, really, not really. But that would be the only reason why you wouldn't experience the fullness of next year. That would be the only reason why. It's just something that is like, being touched or something in those areas. But very, like, it's not even that long. It's like just a little bit. It's like boom, a little bit. I expected a little bit. Okay, that's the only reason why you guys won't experience this. Other than that, this is insane. Full blown. I literally just said that you guys are going to be rewarded for your hard work, okay? What does it say? It says, in order for the universe to work with you, though, you must be willing to work and take risk and go down that rabbit hole to discover a new world. You already know you're going to experience a new world because the death card came out. Pluto is doing that. Big, big, big changes. And it's going to be coming through this Jupiter in Leo. Leo talks about your confidence, talks about your pride. We talked about that earlier. Remember in the beginning of the reading, we talked about this whole self-loathing thing, how you guys have been feeling about yourself, how you've been having this self-doubt, all of those things, okay? You may even get somebody to come in your life who's just loyal as hell. This is the opposite of what you've been experiencing. What's about like your road dog? Like, well, this is your person. This is my person, right? You guys may actually receive that. Don't allow your false ego to close you off to the true situation and cause you to go into defense mode. Check your ego at the door. That's it. Check your ego at the door. Okay? You don't have to fight with nobody. You don't have to prove anything to nobody at all. You are definitely going to be seen. You may gain some haters, whether you know it or not, because you're seen everywhere. Leo is the sun. We just talked about that sun year, Jupiter house for you, right? Jupiter trine for you, rather. Sun year, Jupiter trine. Okay? And you have it a million times. You had it twice with the first few tarot cards. I mean, what else can we really say? I mean, this is just crazy. I don't know what else to say. I mean, like I said before, we haven't even started your tarot, and I'm in awe. I'm like, damn, like this is crazy. But again, I am not the one who do not inform. If you guys don't know your chart, and then all of a sudden something feels too tight, too heavy once those planets move, that's on you. Because what did I say? Unless it's in one of those. Maybe, and then I will have to check to other places. But you should know what you're going to experience. Majority of you guys that are in this chat, you already know you don't got your reading, so I'm not talking to y'all. Not talking to y'all. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading. I want to get a different deck. Let's see what's coming out here for Sagittarius. And this one, it doesn't matter if it's upright or reverse. It doesn't really matter. I wasn't supposed to move those, actually. I wasn't supposed to move those. It's just it's harder for me to put them down just because they're so slippery. If there are people who are slick, pretending to be something that they are not around you, you're about to find that out for real. You know, I told you, y'all got some snakes around you. And again, like I said before, this is not to make you paranoid. You don't have nothing to be paranoid about. Do you have something to be paranoid about just because you got people around you who trying to be slick? Like, if you weren't all of that in a bag of chips, they wouldn't be around you anyway. They wouldn't be trying to be slick anyway. Hello? Like, people totally tell you that you're their gods just by the way that they be acting. Like, thank you for making me feel important. I didn't think that I was that important. But this is what this person is doing. All that time and energy and effort that they are putting trying to be sneaky just for little old you. Yeah, that's what these people are doing. They're cowards, okay? But at the end of the day, here it says, God is like, babe, we're going to find out who you are anyway, right? So if you have somebody around you who has that type of energy, And yeah, could that be in love relationships? Yes, but again, that card is so broad, like there's just no way you could just put it on just one particular person. It's just saying, if there's somebody around you who's being sneaky, you're gonna find out about it. And I love the fact that the Seven of Swords came out saying who they are. All right, not that they're even going to get caught. You will know though when it's time for you to know. And a lot of you who are turning a blind eye toward it anyway, here it is, shout out to Neptune. If you guys are turning a blind eye in it anyway, you're not going to be able to avoid it in the future. They're going to be doing something. They're going to say something. They're going to make you feel like shit. They're going to say something to you. You're like, damn, and this could be a friend. They can say something to you out of the blue. I'm telling you, it's going to meant to happen that way when it's time. So you shouldn't be worried about anything. If there's any secrets, if somebody is holding something, even you, let me tell you, because I got to get to you too. Because unfortunately, it's sitting next to the you card. So if you are holding something in, and if you are being sneaky, and you have been sneaky because you've been dealing with other people's man, woman, whoever, whether it's good or not, this is not about morality at this point. If that's what it is, it's going to get found out and your situation will change. We just saw it. It's not about me. I don't care about it's not about what I feel is right or wrong. It's about what's going to happen. It's about events. So if that has been occurring, yes, that will change. It was going to change your life. Okay? I've been sneaking for the last 10, 15 years with somebody. That's going to change. I do believe that there's people who have been in your life for their own self-interest. I really do believe that. I really do. And you have been completely kept in the dark about it. And again, you're going to find out about it. I can tell you that much. That much I can tell you. All right, let's go ahead. Let's keep going, Sag. Let's see what's coming out here for you. Look at that. Oh, look at, did it say hard work paying off? And here you guys got the Six of Pentacles. What is this? You're being given something. It's just a constant thing. It's just constant. That could have totally been reversed, even though it still would have been fine. But it's like, no, it's not about, it's literally about what I just said. Like if you guys work hard, if you're serious about your business, then I'm telling you, things are going to start getting easier for you. And you're going to see how, now all of a sudden you are open to receive. Really. Because you've been, pouring it into yourself because of all of those things. Now people are like, yeah, I want a part of your life, whether it is you sharing it because you are a social influencer or something. And I'm only saying that just because you guys had too much shine there. Don't know what that means. Okay. And that, to me, I feel like that's kind of like, remember, we're not doing Hollywood famous. Hollywood ain't got no kind of, they don't have no pool. They don't have no pool. The people who are famous are the people. So that means, when we're saying you being on camera, I see that. Okay, that means that's social to me. That means that you are either on, Instagram, or you are Instagram famous, or you are TikTok famous, you are Facebook famous. It could be all three. Either way, that's what I see. And the people are like just giving you praises and telling you how much they like you. And, there are people who want to give you things, that type of stuff. Yes, this is what I see. And then even if it has nothing to do with social influence in that way, I still feel that you guys are going to be praised for something that you're doing. And it's going to come with an actual tangible thing. What that means, is it a plaque? Is it money? Is it a car? Who knows? That's what I'm saying. Like, when I tell you this is so good, and I love how a lot of you guys are so unbending. You refuse to allow other people to get in your way. Like I said before, you were already moving forward, which is what you're doing right now, a little bit lost, uncertain, really. Got that little self-doubt thing still going, but you refuse to allow anybody to control you. You refuse to bend. Okay, this is just so damn good. I love this for you. I just, and then let me tell you something. Remember, I was telling you before that there are some people who are snakes in the grass, meaning you don't see them, but there are people who are they come to you straight up. There are people who come to you straight up. They tell you how they feel. And now, of course, this could be a lover, this could be a family member, very sarcastic. Okay, very much so. All right, not necessarily the best individual to be around. I don't necessarily see them being someone who's cute and cuddly. I don't, okay? That's just going to be kind of up to you. This could be an agent. This could be a lawyer, who's basically, I would say mostly, I don't know why I said lawyer, because lawyers are supposed to be serious. I don't know why I said lawyer, but maybe you need to get a lawyer for something. But this could be an agent who's acting serious in a way that's kind of hard for you to accept. This could be a manager that's like this, a boss that's like this. Again, of course, it could be someone that is in your personal life who has this type of demeanor, especially if it's a lover, okay? And then here it is again, that whole thing, with that person trying to come back up in here. Are they ghosting you again? It's a possibility. They may bribe you with something. They may bribe you with something. They may tell you they want to go and take you on a trip, or they want to give you something because they couldn't give you anything for your birthday, yada, yada, right? And that's how they're going to get you back up in here, and for them to turn around and do the same thing that they've done before. I'm telling you, that's what I see. I don't like the fact that the Seven of Swords is in the beginning part of the reading. We still have to watch out for them. Just because I moved down the line don't mean that that's still not there. It is still sitting there looking dead at us. All right, so you got to be careful about that. Let's get this last one here. Let's see what's coming out. 2 came out. We'll take it. Boop. World card, Ace of Wands. Hello, World card came out in the stinking upright. Like I said, it really don't even matter if it didn't. But the fact is like, no, we're going to go ahead and reassure you this is what it is. Honey, somebody from the past, though, I do have to say that. Somebody from your past keep coming out of your reading. They're irritating me because they're like, wait. Like, I need to talk to you. Now, again, I don't know. This person's saying that you kind of belong to them. They didn't have any really said it, but their actions kind of show it. Like, I can do whatever I want to do. I can go out here, I can disappear, I stop talking to you. But if they feel that you get too far out of their reach, they're going to bring their tails right back up in here. This is what I'm saying. Who the heck is this? I am about to get their energy in a minute. But anyway, you see how it says achievement and success, and then what? Sitting right on top of reward. You guys have to take that leap of faith, though. You got to move in a different direction. You got to believe in yourself. This is what it's saying. You have to believe in yourself. This is your own awakening. This is your own story that you're going to be telling your children somewhere down the line. It's just the inception point. But you have to believe that. You. Maybe you guys have a mission here that you're supposed to be doing. I believe so. Especially with all that, being on camera, being seen. Maybe you're supposed to be telling the world something. Maybe you're supposed to be an entrepreneur or in some way guide people. Maybe you're supposed to be a guide. Maybe you're supposed to be a beautician. You know how that is. They're like these therapists. Maybe you are a therapist. Maybe you are going into something like that, some type of healing work. I don't know, but this looks good. It really does. Let's see who this person is. Why are they here? This person is all up in the reading. I feel like if some of you guys were dealing with someone who could have been married. Let's see. I feel like some of you guys were dealing with somebody who's married. I don't know why I keep seeing a very strong Aquarius energy here. Don't know who that is, but it's very, very strong Aquarius energy. Anyway. It says, looking ahead, positive changes, recovery, rebuild, acceptance. We talked about that. Acceptance. Yes, acceptance. Talked about that. Mm-hmm. Choose your battles wisely. Now, when we're talking about this other person, even if they were not married, you knew about this other person. Mm-hmm. You knew about them. Yeah, because they've been going back and forth between you two. That's right. It looks like they're a father. Looks like they have kids. Could it be their kid's mom? Not necessarily. But either way, I do see that they are a dad. I do see that this person this is who they've been choosing, really. And you've been confused. No reason to be confused. I don't think that they were really emotionally available anyway. I do believe that they did care about you. I think that you guys had very passionate times, but you were connected passionately. Absolutely. Hello. Okay. I see that. But I don't see, it's just this rigidness that I see that they turn into when they want to disconnect from you. I'm not liking that. And I do believe that they have been definitely not telling you the truth for a very long time. I also see that some of these people could be, they could be a father, but I don't know. I feel like, I'm trying to figure out, is this them or their dad? Is this them or their dad? I mean, because, yeah, I mean, it could have, and I'm not necessarily saying only father, but I feel like it's something dealing with their parents. It's something, a disconnect between the parents. I don't know if they haven't seen them in a while or something like that. But at the same time, I do believe that they're tried to be a father, but, I don't know, maybe their parenting style is kind of off. I don't know if this is somebody you were with, but it's kind of a little blurred with that one. Not really sure. I'm also seeing that whoever you're dealing with too, ooh. At one point, it looks like they were doing very well as far as financially. But I do see that they're having, is it money issues? I feel like this person could be worried about money. Now, this could be about child support. This could be about alimony, that type of stuff. This could be another reason why they kind of disappeared too. They could have gotten divorced. Maybe that's another thing. This person could have gotten a divorce. Let me see. Let me see what this looks like. Oh, yeah, this person just got out of a connection, babe. Yeah, this looked like this was a full-blown connection. I don't really think that this was just somebody, oh no, this is somebody they've been knowing for a long time. Again, it doesn't mean that they were married, but, ooh, and see, that's the thing. Like, I don't really, I would hate for them to come back up in here because something didn't work out with the person that they were with. I do see that they have feelings for you. I do see that I gotta admit, I do feel like they do like you. I do see that they are kind of battling a little bit with themselves because, they kind of fell for you in a way that they didn't expect. Do I think that you were someone that they were just using to get their mind off the other person? Yeah, I kind of feel that way. But I do believe that this person did start liking you, did start having feelings for you. I do see that. Oh, man, some of y'all, Sag, y'all broke up with somebody and baby, you are in knots here. I see that if you are this person, I see y'all making arrangements to see each other though. I see that you guys are still going to see each other. I still see sex here. Like I said before, I still see that. I don't know. I just think that you may feel like the connection may not work because there's just been too many issues. I do see that this person has feelings. I do. The only thing is that I just don't think that the timing is right. I hate to say it. Even if they come back up in here right now, I just don't see that this is going to work possibly within the next 6 months. Maybe you may have to go all the way to next year for it to work. Just being honest. They just got too much shit going on. Okay. So even if they were to come back up in here within the next month or two or month or whatever, I just don't see that it's going to be full-blown connection. I just do not. I feel like that disconnect, they need time to grow. And I do believe that there's going to be time in between before you actually are able to get back up with this person. Here, the Sun card talks about optimism. You do make them feel happy. It is something about your energy that makes them feel good. It's something about their energy too that makes you feel happy. It's not just you. They feel happy when you're around. You feel happy when they are around. Okay, but it has been some problems, y'all. Okay, it is. But it's going to be a plot twist in the future for what I see when it comes down to your connection, possibly. Of course, that may not happen to everybody because it's not a personal reading. But I do see that there's going to be something like that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get your last card here. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Okay. Growth, prosperity, luck, oh my God, luck, success, hope. It's just amazing. Here it talks about magical powers. It's saying making progress up the ladder, leveling up, achieving your efforts. It's just like godly. It's just the same cards. And literally, look, it's just such a big deck. Anything could have come out. You guys have the same exact words, same exact messages. Like I said before, the only thing that I see that could be a little troublesome is your love life. And you are participating in it a little bit because I do see that you're still wanting something, desiring something. But yeah, and sexuality is here. Like I said, I see a whole lot of sex going on here. But either way, this is just going to be overall, this is so good. So good. So I got to see how I want to change up y'all readings so we can get a little bit more interesting, because with this one, it's just going to show it until it starts to happen. Pretty much. Okay, I love it. But anyway, this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. I thank you guys so much. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. I do have I think there's 2 or 3 available slots tomorrow. If you guys are interested, all the information is down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys back here a little bit later. Love you guys. Bye.